What's up, visionaries?
What's up?
Welcome to another episode of Visions of Love and Relationships. I'm Tonya, and this is my wonderful husband. And we hope everybody's doing well as usual. How you guys doing? We're doing good. Yesterday was a special day. It was my baby's birthday. Woo-hoo. So we are actually on vacation. Okay, so we're enjoying vacation, and we're gonna have some videos coming out with vacation too. Okay, but tonight we want to go ahead and talk about relationship stage 2. If you remember, last week we discussed relationship stage 1, and if you didn't get to see that video, we encourage you to go back and watch relationship stage 1, which is the romance stage. It's very important to know about the romance stage because you all doped up, okay? And that's going to play a part into stage 2, what we're going to talk about today, which is the power struggle stage, okay? Every relationship goes through, even the best of them, and best believe we've been there too. Mm-hmm.
But we know how to repair it back.
Yep, stage 2 is definitely a tricky stage, right, baby? It's definitely tricky, and I know that, like I said, we on this high. The honeymoon is now over after the high, though. Now that the dope done wore off the dopamine, the honeymoon stage is over.
Best dream is over.
And yeah, the dream.
Finally,
that's
over.
Right, it's over. Right. So now all the flaws and all the habits of your partner is now coming to life. Okay? And it's not so cute no more what they used to do. Okay? Yeah, driving the crank here. Okay, and let's not forget about the disagreement. There is a ton of disagreements in the power struggle stage.
Any and every little thing that might pop up to turn to a disagreement. Mm-hmm. It's like a world war right in the living room.
Yeah, like what's going on? Okay, and guess what? Don't nobody back down.
Yeah, nobody want to compromise.
Right, the power struggle is definitely real. Okay, it's about who's right, who's wrong, who's the boss.
Yeah.
Now who ain't?
Yeah. This power struggle stage in a relationship is categorized as conflict. Mm-hmm. It's a challenging approach for each partner to see their partner's preference and desires. Mm-hmm. So I guess we can discuss some of the desire stages that might show up, power struggles that might show up in this stage of the relationship.
Yeah, because we know that each couple is trying to get their point across.
Yeah.
They want their needs to come before the other person. Yeah. They want their preferences and everything to come first. So like my baby said, that leads us into
one of the ways that this may show up inside your relationship is through household chores.
That's a big one. Yeah. Who gonna take out the trash?
Yeah.
Who gonna wash those dishes in there?
Yeah. Who's responsible for cleaning up the bathroom?
Right. And that's one of the things that we definitely went through. Excuse me. That's one of the things that we definitely went through when our children left. We empty nesters, for those of you who don't know. And so dealing with that was, I didn't even know that I was dealing with it. Like, my baby had already kind of transformed. Yeah, he transitioned into the children being gone because each child had a room to clean or like the dishes to wash. So once they was gone, I'm like, I went in the bathroom one day in our second bathroom, and I'm like, this bathroom dirty. And my baby looked at me like, who's gonna clean it? Like, it's up to me and you now, But the good thing about that is learning that helped me, like I said, to transition, and it helps us because the way that we handle that is now we don't say you do this, you do that. We just kind of recognize.
Natural rotation of even like chores, like I said, even as cooking. That's a whole task itself, cooking the food. Who's gonna cook the food tonight?
Yeah.
We can't eat out every night, so who's gonna cook the food? And naturally our where we do household chores actually rotates. We naturally feel each other ain't feeling cooking tonight.
Right. So we
washing the dishes.
Yeah.
They got for a dishwasher.
So we don't doubt each other. We just take on the responsibility. We just do it.
Yeah, but that's a power struggle that a lot of couples struggle with. Like, who's going to do the household chores? And you're not being mature and wise about this, then this can lead to conflict that can keep things heated up in the household.
Yeah, and on the reverse side, make sure you're paying attention to the little quirks and the flaws, because this, all the things that we finna tell you about the power struggle can make or break your relationship. It's like a decision stage.
Yep.
So it's very important. So another power struggle moment is financial decisions. That's another big power struggle.
We both come to the relationship with different spending habits.
Different priorities on financial struggles. Somebody might like to buy clothes more than they like to pay the bills, or something. You know, that's gonna cause tension.
And the power struggle begins. And that causes, like I said, that causes conflict in a relationship.
Yeah.
When you start to learn each other's financial patterns, it's like, oh, this don't align with what I do. And now y'all begin to argue about financial decisions that can, mostly if y'all plan on being in a relationship together, fit both.
Yep, somebody might like saving, another person might be a spender, but yeah, financial decisions, very important. Okay, recognize it in the second
It's important
stage.
to come to a mutual agreement.
Absolutely. Okay, another power struggle that you may be dealing with if you're in the second stage of the relationship is social activities. Okay, so couples might, clash when deciding what to do socially. Okay, yeah, some people might want to go to the club. The other person might not be so clubby. They might be like the museum type. Well,
or that homebody.
Yeah, or homebody. Just want to spend some quality time at home. But again, coming to mutual common ground is the key.
Learning how to spend quality time so it don't compromise your relationship. But also give you that self-time that both partners need.
Absolutely. Another power struggle issue would be intimacy and affection. So the way your partner gives you intimacy physically, emotionally, and how they display affection can lead to conflict and feelings of rejection or neglect if not done.
Or one partner feeling satisfied intimately and effectively. Conflict and power struggle in a relationship in that second stage, and all these things seem to come to light when you're in that second stage of relationship. Intimacy and affection. Affection comes like, dang, I'm not getting enough, or I'm getting too much, or you start seeing it.
Yeah, and this might be a good time to figure out what your partner's love language is. As well. That'll help with intimacy and
that'll help you so you actually moving in the right direction, not colliding with somebody like that they're not receiving how you give it.
Another very important power struggle in the power struggle stage is communication style. Okay, partners might struggle to communicate, but not only communicate effectively. Okay, when one is feeling unheard and the other one's feeling misunderstood,
and all of a sudden, power struggle is on.
It's kind of like
you can't communicate.
Kind
of like what?
It's kind of like one person over talking the other, like, or somebody not listening, because listening is communication skill too. Like that's effective communication, listening. So like if you tell your partner one thing and then you leave, you come back and your partner like, where you been? And you like, I just told you, where I went, so you're not listening. So that can cause power struggles. Okay?
Frustration in a relationship.
So another one is parenting approaches. The way we parent. So if you are in romance stage 2 and you have kids, and it can also, if you don't have kids, that's why it's important to know, or talk about what you expect in parenting when you do have kids later on down the line.
In case you haven't made that far yet, because it will come up. It's just a matter of when, if you plan to have kids.
And if you got the kids, then you got to come to some common ground with your partner on how y'all want to discipline them or the decision making for the children.
And understand that the way y'all approach it should be mutual. And understand, come to a common ground. And compromise on both opinion about disciplining the kids and parenting approach.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you will be Power
Yeah.
struggle.
Yeah, fist to fist, and that can ultimately hop on to the kids, or
Yeah. Yeah.
make the kids feel some kind of way, all right, about the opposite parent, or what have you. Another one, guys, is time management. For visionaries, it's time management, balancing work, personal time, and just plain old good old time together. Okay, and we know that all of them can be challenging. Okay, but priorities lead to different priorities, lead to power struggle arguments.
Yeah.
Okay, so come on one accord with the time management, and as
How
you
y'all
see,
spend time together, or how y'all spend time apart.
yeah, and as you see, again, everything comes back to effective communication. Communicating about everything is going to definitely be the key.
Yeah, dictate how you move forward and how you bring that relationship back to connection state after these power struggle incidents. You know what I mean? A lot of these things, they're inevitable, they're bound to happen in a relationship at some point in time. We got to know how to bring it back.
Absolutely. Another one is family and in-laws. If you're married, you got the in-laws. So differences in dealing with extended family and in-law relationships may lead to conflict and disagreements between partners. So you got family, and we know you want to spend time with family. We know that, but your partner might
not want to,
right? Or he might feel like he or she might feel like that you put your family time in front of his time.
Yeah,
like you
sometimes
might not
people
be
spend too much time with their mother or their in-laws and stuff.
Yeah, and sometimes people tell their in-laws or family too much that's going on in their relationship.
And it causes conflict and disagreements inside the relationship.
Yeah.
Too much out there.
Absolutely. So another power struggle disagreement could be on personal space and boundaries.
Couples may struggle to find balance between spending time with each other and maintaining individual space or individual time apart from the relationship.
Yeah.
And it's important that we find that balance of personal space and boundaries so we can get the relationship going.
Which is also, right now, set the boundaries. If you make it through this power struggle stage, or you feel like you can deal with the force, you can deal with the flaws, you want to, you can't see it no other way, you want to be with this person. It's a perfect time to set boundaries.
The boundaries are moving forward. Every stage of a relationship has its thing. A lot of times, because we don't set boundaries in the first stage, then we stuck in the second stage with the power struggle, and then again we don't set boundaries in this stage, and then we get to the harmony stage, the next stage, and things start to begin to fall apart.
Absolutely. So, visionaries, it's definitely important to follow these stages as they go. Pay attention. Again, we said in our last video, there's a process to everything. And when you take the shortcut, a lot of the times it's just not.
Skip and not learn the lesson inside the lesson that when it's time to learn it, then we suffer later on down the road because you got to learn the lesson. You got to go through the process.
And this is the opportunity to learn more about yourself, about your partner, and how strong your love is. Okay, but it's also where the biggest pain points gonna emerge. Those past traumas and wounds gonna come out. They're gonna bubble up. They're gonna come out.
Your partner, when you in that relationship, your partner gonna find a way to hit those pain points and hit those triggers like nobody else.
That's what I'm finna say. Nobody else can hit them. Like your partner and your mama.
And your mom, they're gonna be the ones that hit them trigger points. But it's in this stage that we learn to connect and we learn to grow strong together.
Absolutely.
Maybe sometimes this can be a fear and abandonment that we project onto the relationship, or it can be a fear we just feel like we always misunderstood, and it comes off wrong when we're trying to communicate with our partner. And this can lead to power struggles. But we need to understand that this is the time that we need to be vulnerable. Because if we don't, naturally, the light's going to shine on our vulnerability.
Absolutely.
In this stage of relationship, power struggle stage of relationship.
Absolutely. But again, don't worry, visionaries, because this stage is where true connection is actually born.
sir.
Okay, so it's the make or break stage, all right?
Yeah, make it or break it.
Okay, so it's all about just letting go of your ego and being able to learn to compromise.
Yeah, that's the biggest
Compromise
thing,
is
man.
important.
You got to learn to let go of that ego.
Mhm.
It's not. I know you might feel like what the person said might offend you. It might even not. A lot of times it's not even about what the person said. It's how they said it. It actually the thing they got you so offended.
Absolutely.
We got to learn to put down that ego. Pride is another thing that kills a lot of relationships. Because in this stage, all that we get in that prideful stage, like we not love, like I said, we no longer love. So now our pride and our power and our like, we don't want nobody to say nothing wrong or say nothing out the way till we're ready to check everybody.
Right.
This is the stage of this coming. We got to learn to put that ego aside, compromise, so we can bring that relationship back to connect.
Absolutely. We got to realize that dope done wore off. When we want that, we're looking for that dope. We're looking for that dope, but it wears off.
And it's not there. Now we're ready to fight our heart and defend our case. And it will lead us nowhere fast.
That's good stuff, baby. Okay, so basically we gotta dig deep. We gotta confront our own demons. And we gotta recognize that we're a team. We in this together. There is no I in we. Okay? Same team. That's how you get ahead. And that's what's wrong these days. That's what's wrong. Communities don't come together. People don't support each other.
It's me against it's relationship. It's a battle between the two couples, the man and wife. Then you battle with outside. You battle with everybody.
Right. So yeah, you're a team.
Yeah.
So treat that relationship.
Bring it back to repair.
Yeah. Have that customer service.
And if you're able to do that, that is where you grow. That is when that relationship will evolve. This is where you'll learn from one another, and you have a better vision for you and your partner. And I guarantee you'll be able to take that next level to the next stage.
That's right, baby. So, Lamont and I, tonight, we're going to challenge you. If you're in that power struggle, embrace it. Learn how to grow through it. If this is a relationship that you are planning on continuing, okay? Both of y'all are planning on continuing. You got to embrace that power struggle and know it's just a stage, okay? All right, so again, lean into those pain points. Listen to your partner's concerns. Be vulnerable and learn to compromise more.
Compromise more.
Okay? So, visionaries, we can transform power struggle into something good. Okay? Something we can understand. Something we can, empathize with. And something that we love.
Yeah, in a relationship we love.
Yeah.
I know you can do it, man. We know you can do it, man. We know that you just haven't been taught the right skills. And we believe that each one of you watching this video, whether you watch it now or later on, can do it. We know that you can pull this thing together and you can create the relationship that you want.
Right, absolutely. So let's conquer this power struggle stage. And we're gonna emerge stronger, but not only stronger, wiser, and even more in love.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And that's all we have for you today in this episode of Visions of Love and Relationships. Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to the next video, which is stage 3. All right. Talk to you soon. And so, they have vision, and together they build the life they love. Go build.